Hey, have you ever followed a DIY recipe online to the letter, only to end up with something completely different than what you thought you were gonna have? Me too. Look at this. I followed a recipe, thought it was great, but this soap is over 3 years old. And look, so soft, can't even do anything with it. Today, I'm going to reveal that one thing that is probably ruining your DIY creations and exactly how to fix it. This simple change will transform your DIY creations and save you money and protect your skin. Hey there, sunshine. Welcome to Sunstar Soapery. I'm Erin, and I help women create natural skincare without the mystery ingredients or even the high price tags. If you're new here, I share DIY recipes for soap and skincare, as well as other natural living. If you watched my last video, you might be excited to try some new DIY soap recipes. However, I figured before we get too far into it, I need to share this critical mistake that I used to make that was sabotaging my results. Just like that. And if you missed that video, I'll link it in the description below so you can go check it out. While you're there, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you won't miss any of my upcoming tutorials. When I first started making soaps years ago, I found recipes all over the internet. I thought it was fantastic. It was a smorgasbord of all kinds of things. I could find anything I thought I wanted. The problem? Everything was in cups and tablespoons. I would follow diligently all of that stuff. But you know what? The batches never turned out right, or I'd end up with something like this. That's still soft after 4 years. This one's even worse. Look, I can just pinch it off. Look at that. This one's 5 years old. It was one of my first batches. Smells great, but doesn't work. So, the problem? Cups and teaspoons. Doesn't work. Soap making is a lot like chemistry. It requires specific things. So, biggest thing, you need a digital scale. But we're going to show you how the difference between the different cups. So, let's pour 1 cup into here. So that's 1 cup. That's 227 grams, okay? That's in that. Now let's see what's in here. Don't forget, tear out your scale every time. That's 187. And let's be careful and not spill the oil. I'm gonna pour it back in here. And I'm gonna make a mess. Let me grab. And then we have another one to try. That one gets us 200 even. And that's all the same oil. That's not even including the fact that most oils have different densities. So what should you be doing? Not cups and teaspoons. You should be doing a weight. That is so much better for everything that you do. Ooh, let's make another mess. Okay, so same soap as this one, same recipe. The difference is I no longer do cups and things. This is the same soap. This one's only 2 weeks old. I cannot break this. even now, much better. Inconsistencies aren't just annoying, they can be dangerous. If you did that with a lye, you put too much in and it can, at the worst, too much lye can burn your skin. But even just a little bit too much can cause dryness or irritation. However, on the flip side, if you don't use enough lye, you end up with soap like this one. This is one where I was doubling a recipe and forgot to double the lye. So instead, it does the same thing as the other one. It's very, very soft and malleable. It's even softer than that one. So the solution for all of this, measure by weight, not by volume. That is the biggest takeaway that I can give you. You can get a simple scale, digital scale. They're on Amazon, or you probably have one in your kitchen. This one is specifically for me because I kept stealing my husband's. He does the cooking, not me. My 3 tips. Always remember to tear out your scale. That means put it to 0 after everything you add in. My next tip is to measure each ingredient by weight. Do them individually. Put them in different containers before you, that way if you over pour, you can pour it back. My 3rd tip for the day, find recipes that are measured in ounces, not in tablespoons or cups. That's the best way to go. And even better, if you can get them in percentages. But if you want my pro tip, I throw everything through soapcalc.net. I'll leave a link for that in the description. If you're serious about DIY soaping, invest in a digital scale. You can get one on Amazon. That's where I got mine. But you need one. Have you been using cup measurements for your soap DIYs? Let me know in the comments. What did you think? Can you replicate your stuff? If you can, I'd love to know your secret. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. That way they can learn how to do this too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.